Hey, what's up, Leo? Welcome. Yeah. Well, I know I'm only gonna do. I said I'm gonna only gonna do lives once a month, which is true. Okay, but I just had some time right now, so why not? I'm always here to give you value, so uh, I'm gonna try to do that. What's up, guys? Let me know where you're from and your name. Please let us know. Super interesting to me. It's really cool to know if there are people or when there are people from all over the planet. It's a great feeling. So let me know where you're from, how old are you, and look, I had to give this life a title, but see, at the end of the day, it's what you need. All right, it's not just what I want to provide. So let me know your biggest problem. Okay, what is your biggest problem in life right now? Okay, and it doesn't necessarily have to be connected uh, with magic. Okay, just let me know what your biggest problem in life is right now. What's the biggest pain? What's the thing that if you could remove that, or if you had a solution for it, you would feel really, really good? Okay. So what would that be? What's your biggest problem in life right now? What is that bigger problem? Tampa, 25 next month. Tampa, that's Florida, right? Tampa Bay, Florida. Okay. King Boss. His name is David. Canada, Eric Grand Maison, 41. Aren't you? Oh, Eric, you're practically family, right? I mean, didn't you step up wanting to open up a temple for the Grail of the Serpent, right? Yeah, I see. Cool, awesome. Yeah, the Grail of the Serpent is growing. The Empire is growing. You can still join the Empire. And the first step to do that would be get into my Grail of the Serpent in a Circle Facebook group. Okay, let me just post that link here in the chat. Okay. So guys, let me know your biggest problem. What is your biggest pain point in life right now? What is the biggest problem that you guys are having? Okay, the first step in joining the Empire is joining that group. I'm glad things are going well. Yes, Gova HD. Yeah, guys, let me know what your problems are in life. What are you struggling with? What is your pain point? What are you frustrated with? Not just with your magic, in life in general. What is the problem? What is the problem? Mhm. Okay, well, greetings from Denver, Colorado. What's up? I'm glad that you're on. Right now, financial problem. I just lost my girlfriend. Hmm. Okay. Please let me know what your problems are right now, guys. I want to help you get rid of that problem. Energy, I need more. Okay. And Adrian said something that I don't really understand. Why? Okay. Money, women, and finding my purpose. Okay. Just so you know, all of that stuff can be handled by magic, okay? But just let me know more here. Balancing my energy, emotions, and body. Okay. Interesting. Thanks for the Zoom class last night. Yeah. By the way, guys, every Tuesday there is a free Zoom class on either money magic or love spells and psychic seduction every Tuesday. Okay. Yesterday was a class on money magic and love spells. I'm sorry, psychic seduction and love spells. And you're only going to have access to those calls through a link that you will find in the Grail of the Serpent in a Circle Facebook group. Okay. So my recommendation is you join that Facebook group if you haven't done it yet. Okay. Join the Grail of the Serpent Empire. Yeah. I happen to be the founder of this empire. And when I speak, the empire speaks. You can just so you know, I am the Grail of the Serpent. But everybody in that empire benefits. Everybody is empowered in ways that are going to become very clear to you. But for now, let me help you. Let me help you. Magic can remove any problem that you have in your life. It can solve any problem. It can remove any pain that you have. You just have to know how to do it. And this is why I'm here to help you accomplish that. Okay. All right. Braveheart says, getting magic to come to full circle, completing my spells. All right. Ralph says, hello, Frank. Biggest problem right now, controlling my emotions. Okay. What's up, Ralph? How's it going? But known Ralph. No, Ralph has been following me for a very long time. Right? Cool. All right. So what other problems do you have? You remind me of Shadow from American Gods for some reason. Yeah, because I'm a bald black guy. That's why I remind you of him. Like for some reason. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I don't know, but I heard that before actually. Yeah, well, there are worse things than that. Okay, Ralph says right, Frank. Okay. Um. Okay. What other problems do you have, guys? What problems do you have? How can I help you? How do you know if you're deep enough in a trance when you are in trance? So you need to call universal powers. Well, or are you already connected? Well, I don't know if that's the right topic. I'm going to cover all of that. Okay, I can cover all of that. But let's go through that list here. King Boss says, right now, financial problems. I just lost my girlfriend. Dealing with negativity and cleanse it. Energy, I need more. Money, women, and finding my purpose. Balancing my energy, emotions, and body. Getting magic to come to full circle. Completing my spells. Family, death recently. All right. Hmm. Okay, so let me cover those problems one by one. Okay, and you might want to listen because I'm sure you're going to get something out of this. I'm not just saying that because look, what I'm giving you are the things that solved my problems in those areas. Okay, so this is not about me. It's about giving you the information that's going to help you solve the problems yourself. Okay, I just want my life to get back to normal. Okay, I see. All right, let's cover financial problems first. Okay, let's cover financial problems first because two people said that. Well, what is finances? What is money? Um, the first thing that we have to understand is that money is a symbol for an energy exchange. Right? It's a symbol for an energy exchange. You exchange value with a person, and what comes back as a result of that will be money. All right. So that's the first thing that you need to understand. What is value? Value is something that the other person craves or desires in some way or another. All right. There are two ways to deliver value. One way would be to remove a pain, to relieve the person of the pain, or to give them something that is pleasurable. Okay. By the way, the motivation to remove a pain is always twice as big to add um, than to get pleasure. Okay. So the first thing that you should do is should understand that it is energy, and you can attract that energy. So if you want to attract money, you have to understand the energetic quality that is money. Okay. The problem is that most people only think about money when money becomes scarce. Okay. The rest of the time they don't want to think about money, because to them money is this thing that you have to go to work for. You have to do stuff that you don't want to do, and it's your paycheck, and there's so much pain connected to that topic in their mind that they just don't want to deal with it, right? That's the wrong approach. The right approach is this: understand that money is the result of value being exchanged. So the more you can deliver value, the more money will come to you. But what is the energetic quality that underlies money? Well, it is this. Um, First of all, can you put yourself into the shoes of another person? Okay. Wherever you go from now on, and guys, take notes, take notes. Wherever you go from now on, whoever you talk to, try to find out what their problem is right now. What are those people struggling with? Try to find that out in conversation. And if you just ask, people will gladly tell you about it. Okay, because everybody in this world just wants to tell everybody how bad they're doing or what they're suffering from. Okay, that's fine. And then try to find a solution. Okay, get into the habit of listening to people, asking them what they're struggling with, what their biggest pain point is right now, and then try to deliver the solution for that. And not necessarily so that you can get money out of that person. No, it's about creating a certain energy. Remember, money is energy. So you want to attract that. You can attract that. You can magnetize yourself towards money when you adjust yourself to a certain frequency. Okay. And the frequency is solving problems for other people. Okay. Solving problems for other people. It could be anyone. Okay. The random person that you see on the street. Try to put yourself into their shoes. Okay. Oh, what could that person want right now? What are they struggling with? What are they suffering from? Okay. And then try to deliver that solution in some way or another. All right. Get into the habit of doing that. All right. Number two, if you don't have if you don't have the amount of income that you want, there's one reason why it's not happening. Okay. It's you're not exchanging enough value with the world. Okay. I know that might sound harsh. That might sound harsh because you're probably working very hard, um, just like everybody. Okay. By the way, there's no correlation between your work or the how hard you work on your income. There's almost no connection between the two. Okay. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that somebody that makes, I don't know, let's say you make, I don't know, six figures, 100 grand a year? Are you telling me that the person that makes 1 million a year is working 10 times more than you? How would that even be possible? Let's say you work 8 hours a day. Are they working 80 hours a day? Right? You see what I mean? So there's a connection in most people's minds that is just not true. Hard work has nothing to do with money. All right, very little. Okay, so understand that the amount of time that you work, the amount of energy that you put into the work is not necessarily connected to the amount of income that you're going to make. Not really. Okay. So you have to figure out how you can deliver value to the right people in the right amount, and that will then determine your income. Okay, so once again, if you don't have the income that you want, no matter how much it is, okay, you have to, I mean, if you don't have that income, it just means that you're not exchanging enough value with the world. Okay, or maybe you're not exchanging it with the right people. All right, maybe you're not exchanging it with the right people. Sometimes it just takes a small change in your perception to be able to completely transform that. You know, oftentimes, see, what you can exchange in terms of value are immaterial assets. Okay, it could be a certain set of specialized knowledge, a certain set of skills that you have. Okay, um, and to you that's just normal. That's just something that you do. All right, but to other people that could be extremely valuable. You see, so figure out a way how you can use that specialized knowledge that you have to deliver value to some people. What is value? Well, something that removes a pain or provides pleasure to a person. Okay. Also, there are, I think, four of, you know, some people say three. I would say four main niches in this world. Four main niches. Main niche means you will always have a market there. Okay. Magic is actually very bad, I would say. Okay. Magic is really a really small niche. Most of my businesses are somewhere completely different. Okay. But health and fitness. Okay. Health and fitness. Some people say those are two different ones. Okay. Let's say weight loss, health, and all of that stuff. And then there's fitness. That's more like the bodybuilding type of stuff, right? So it's a different niche. And then you got how to make money. That's another niche, usually on the internet, how to make money there. And then you got a fourth one, which is dating. Okay, improving dating life. If you can provide value in one of those niches, you will never have problem with money anymore. I promise you. Okay. So the point is, what is your special skill knowledge? Okay, now of course you can provide that in smaller niches too. Okay, but there's a cap, there's a limit to how much you will be able to make. But I mean, you can definitely make multiple six figures in a very small niche. I don't know. Look, the problem is you have to first of all identify what you have as value. Okay. The formula is you have to exchange value with enough people in the outside world. That will then be compensated in terms of money. That's the natural flow of things. So what is the value that you can provide? Okay. The problem is most people have been trained to think that they have to show up at a job and do what somebody else tells them for 8 hours, and then at the end of the month get a certain paycheck. Well, look, there are multiple problems that this type of situation creates. Okay, first of all, your income is limited. Your income is limited. Why? Because you're exchanging your time for money. You only have 24 hours. You only have 24 hours. So even if you were to work 24 hours, nobody does that. But let's say, for example, just for the sake of this example, if you work 24 hours, you still got a cap on your income, right? So that's the biggest problem. You're exchanging time for money. Not a good idea. And number two, look, the quantity in which you can exchange value is also very important. Okay. So the more people you can exchange that value with, the more money is going to come back. Okay. So what determines your income? Once again, it's if you don't have the income that you want, it's because you're not exchanging enough value with the world and you're not doing it in the frequency and then with enough people. Okay. That could also be a reason. Simple as that. So figure out a way to do that. But in order to do that, you have to understand what value you have. All right. Never, never, never mistake money for value. It's not that money is nothing. That's a symbol. It's a symbol that you can't even store. Okay. I mean, you can store the symbol, but you can't store the energy behind it. So what you have to do is you have to figure out what immaterial assets do you have. Immaterial assets are special skills, a special type of knowledge, certain abilities, whatever, right? And then seek to create a solution for other people, you know, and you will never have a problem with money anymore. I promise you, that's the formula, guaranteed. Okay. So get rid of that idea of scarcity. There is no limits to money. Okay. Look, how could there be a limit to money if the central bank just decides that new money is going to be created, and then they just, I don't know, whatever the process is, but I mean it's essentially just a bunch of digits, right? Bunch of digits that are created, and that means new money is in the system, right? Fiat, which is the currency that we use, a fiat currency. Fiat is Latin for it shall be. Okay, it shall be. So they act like. And by the way, the money creation process is a highly occult process. Okay, very, very, very occult. So what they say is, so there may be more money. Okay, so let there be more money. Just like God said, "Let there be light." Like, "Let there be more money," and that's how they enslaved the entire world, right? But there's definitely no scarcity when it comes to money. It's just that if you don't have the income that you want, it's because you're stopping that flow, the flow of the energy to come to you. And you have to do certain things that I just told you in order to make that money come to you. You got to, first of all, see the world differently. You got, which will magnetize you for that stuff, for opportunities, money, and other things. So you have to figure out how you can solve people's problems. Whoever you talk to, ask for their biggest pain point right now when you have a conversation with that. And everybody would love to tell you that. Why? Because everybody in this world wants to be heard. Have you ever noticed? Everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to talk about the pain that they're going through, the stresses. They will be so relieved. They will love to tell you. And then you provide a solution for that. Okay. So either you got that solution or you know somebody who has that solution. Get into the habit of serving people with that without expecting anything back in return. Okay. Make it your mission to provide as much value as you can. That's it. Okay. And that's gonna magnetize you towards that thing, money. Okay. So what's gonna come out of that are opportunities and many, many other things that are going to be helpful. And then build up your immaterial assets. Figure out what assets you have and then build them up, continuously build them up and exchange the solution with the world. And the result of that's going to be money. All right. Next. What was another problem here? Hold on. Uh, okay, King Boss. Right now, financial problem. I just lost my girlfriend. Are these two things connected for you? Because you're mentioning them in the same sentence. Right now, a financial problem. I just lost my girlfriend. All right. Okay. Money, women, and finding my purpose. Money, women, and finding my purpose. Look, my opinion. Okay, my opinion. Uh, they say that in our species, women are extremely selective. Okay, they're much more picky than men. Any woman is much more picky than than, than a man. Okay, most men, uh, essentially. Okay, so um, 80% of the women will compete for 20% of the men. Okay, the highest value guys. All right, so if you are not one of those highest value guys, you basically don't have a chance, anyways. Okay. Um, So I know that you study game, but look, if you only have game and you don't have real value, it's not going to get you women, I believe. Okay, at least not long term. Game alone, yeah, of course, that's a value. You can feed them emotions and all of that stuff, but come on. I mean, the reality is that even women that are like on a scale of 1 to 10, they're like a 4 or a 5. They believe that they deserve a guy that is a 9 or a 10. It's just what it is, okay? Even, it's ridiculous, of course, but that's what they believe, you know? Women are, what's called hypergamous, okay? So hypergamy means they're always looking for the highest value guy out there, okay? And their nature will make them look for the best they can do, all right? So if you're not your best version, if you're not, yeah, if you are not one of those guys, you really won't do well with women. Okay, it's just what it is. Okay, it's just a breakup in the making. Okay. By the way, 80% of all the relationships are ended by women. 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. By the way, yeah. Why? Because she's only with you until she will find somebody better. It's just what it is. Okay, and that's yeah. I'm sure somebody's going to give me like an example of one person where that wasn't the case. Okay, well, I'm not interested in the exception. I'm interested in the rule. Okay, I'm not going to base my life and my opinions on exceptions to the rule. Okay, and you better do the same. You better focus on what happens most of the time. All right, and most of the time, like I said, all women are focused on a very small group of men. All right, so in my opinion, you shouldn't even focus on women right now. Of course, you should learn about their psychology and all that on their. You should learn game, but at the same time, you got to work on yourself. Don't only rely on game. Okay, you got to build yourself up. Women want everything, man. They want money. They want looks. They want you to be in shape. They want everything. Okay, and if you're not in your best version, it's not a good idea. You know, it's not a good idea to focus on women too much. By the way, look, I believe your purpose should be number one. There should be no woman more important than your purpose. Women should be a commodity, if you will, in your life. Okay, they should be something that makes life more pleasurable, that makes life more interesting. But they should never replace your purpose. I heard this song the other day, man. It was, of course, a love song, right? Of course, a love song, and the guy was rapping about um, his girl being the center of his galaxy. You're the sun of my galaxy, which doesn't make sense anyways. Like it should have said the sun in my solar system, right? But he was talking about basically his girl being the center of his life. You know, you're the one that gives me warmth and blah blah. Like all this stuff that actually she should say, right? Shouldn't he be kind of like the center of her world? You know, and yeah, a lot of people got it backwards. So that will be my recommendation. Okay, that will be my idea about that whole thing. Other people have other ideas. I'm not a dating coach, anyways. Okay, it's just my opinion. Don't take women that seriously, or don't make them that important. Because well, there's so many out there. You kidding me? I tell you, look, women are not even beautiful women are not rare. You will find beautiful women in every single city in every fucking country on this planet. I guarantee you. All right. There's not one city without beautiful women out there. Right? But I tell you what is really lacking in this world. It's a powerful man with a purpose that makes shit happen. Okay, that is really rare. So become one of those guys, and then supply and demand. You're going to be sought out. All right. So you want to be the one being sought out. And how do you do that? You position yourself in the right way. Right. Be smart. You don't want to chase women. You want them to chase you. That's essentially what I'm saying. Okay. And that's not going to happen if you have not found your purpose yet. Okay. So your purpose is usually connected to what you're naturally good at. What are you naturally good at? Adrian, tell me, what are you naturally good at? So I'm talking to Adrian right now. What do you think you're naturally good at? Can you tell us? King Boss says, my girlfriend ran off. I'm trying to get her back. Okay. Did she give you a reason? King Boss, did she give you a reason why she ran off? I love these metaphors. She ran off. It sounds like did you keep her in a shack in a shack in chains and she just ran off? It's funny. No, seriously, come on. Did you give you a reason? Did she give you a reason, King Boss? And Adrian, I'm waiting for your answer. What are you naturally good at? If you don't know it, just type in the I don't know. American metaphors. Okay. Uh, no, I just told her to do what she want. I haven't seen her in a week. All right. Well, one thing I can tell you, it's almost certain that she's with another guy. Okay. If a woman breaks up with you, she's usually going to be with another guy, especially if it comes out of nowhere. If you didn't see it coming, and she starts an argument and is then wants to leave and break up, it's usually because there's another guy in the picture. She's monkey branching. That's what they call it, monkey branching, hypergamy. Okay, hypergamous, meaning she found a guy that is higher value, and now she's looking to be with him. Yeah. And no, I'm probably not helping you right now, right? By saying that she's been gone for a week. You're probably, well, bro, probably suffering right now, right? Probably really in pain. Well, what can I say, man? It's just what it is. It is what it is. We all have to deal with that. Okay, Adrian is not answering. Oh, okay. Well, look, I just want my life to get back to normal. Wow. Okay, so you had a recent family death, and she left you. Damn. Okay, that's hard. Okay, the only thing that's going to save you, my friend, the only thing that's going to save you here is an idea that is big enough to cancel all other ideas out. Okay, right now, throughout the day, you will have a lot of thoughts and emotions that cause you pain. Right. So the way out of that is you have to create a vision of yourself that is big enough so it can cancel all others out. All right. And those have the tendency. I mean, if the idea is big enough, it's going to cancel out all smaller ones, and it's going to allow you to continue. All right. So you have to work on your identity. You have to project an identity of yourself that is big enough to overcome all of that. All right. And that's going to be the solution. So see yourself in a year. Um, in exactly the right way, meaning the having the having everything that you want. It has to be big enough so that it can cover up all of that pain that you're suffering with right now. Okay, so create that, and that's going to be the solution for you to continue going. All right. All right. Okay, what else we have here? I've been feeling bored with life. Working takes all my energy. Yeah, it's also a purpose issue. Like, how can you be? You shouldn't be bored with life. Come on, life is quite exciting, isn't it? So yeah, working takes your energy. I get that, but it's probably also a seasonal thing, right? I think a lot of people are experiencing that right now, where the season is basically just makes you go into hibernation. But I mean, the bottom line is, your problem's the same as King's. You don't have a big enough vision. A vision must excite you. You see what I mean? A vision must be exciting. A vision must be so big that it can carry you past all obstacles. Okay, so figure out something that is so exciting to you, and create so much energy within you because you want to accomplish it, that it can really literally make you jump up in the morning. Okay, you should think about that in the morning. It should fill you with energy right away. Okay, and that's then the right vision that you need. Um, what is this? All right. Are there spiritual exercises that can enable greater intimacy and pleasure in sex and relationship, or even union, where you dissolve into each other? Yeah, it sounds like tantra. Um, spiritual union, where to dissolve into each other. Well, look, I'm yeah, I'm look. Of course, there are techniques like that, but um, hmm. Well, for that, you would have to really study some tantra exercises. I mean, what I could teach you, or what I could teach you about, is sexual hypnosis. That's for sure. Sexual recreational hypnosis. That's what it's called. Also, manipulating the energy body to stimulate, you know, the flow of energy. I mean, sexual sex, or having sex, or sexual feelings, is really just a certain energetic quality that flows through the body in a more intense way. Okay. Um, so the way you do that is you use magnetism. Okay. Your energy body is magnetized in a certain way. Her energy body, or his energy body, is going to be energized in a different way. This is, by the way, a large part of the attraction between the genders. Okay. The magnetism that is different. So let's say you have a masculine polarity, she has a feminine polarity. That's difference. That's yeah, there's a difference that allows attraction. You see what I mean? That's also why a lot of people lose attraction for each other when they spend a lot of time around each other. See, it's because the magnetism is reduced. Okay, that's one of the biggest challenges in a long-term relationship. You gotta maintain your different polarities. Most couples get bored with each other very quickly. Okay, no sexual tension, none of that anymore, and that's because familiarity is there. Okay, so no more magnetism. So for you, how do you use that sexual in a sexual context. Well, you can stimulate with your energy body her sexual centers. How? Well, without even touching her, put your hands above her lower belly, okay, and then try to feel that with your movements, you're moving the energy inside of her, okay, and yeah, you're using that magnetism to stir up the juices inside of her. I promise you that works, okay, it works, and then you can move it throughout the body in whatever direction you want, but then always come back to that, and then try pushing as well. Try pushing as well, and that's gonna make her come. Promise. That works. You wouldn't believe it if you didn't see it. I've done that with women. They were surprised. It's funny that they don't know their own body in that manner, in that way. Yeah, but yeah, it's a good feeling to see that surprise. All right. What's this? Is it a good idea to have one sigil for two or more purposes? Nope. Oh, there's a. You should keep them apart. What's your views on transgender people? Transgender people. And what's my opinion on that? What's my views towards transgender people? I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, I'm really look. I don't want anyone to interfere with my life, and I'm not going to interfere with anybody else's life in that manner. Okay. what I can tell you is if I was gay, which I'm not, I'm into women, but if I was gay, I would tell everybody that I was. Look, I would just I would just do that, and anybody who tries to prevent me from doing what I want to do sexually, if it's consensual, right? You're not forcing anyone, right? So anybody who wants to stop me from doing that or has a problem with that, I would tell them to go fuck themselves, like for real, okay? Because even if a person has a certain opinion about it, why would they? Why should they stop them from doing that? You know what I mean? Now, I'm aware that transgenders are not necessarily gay, okay? But what's my view on transgender people, man? Me personally, I can't understand why that is, but that doesn't mean anything because I don't have to understand it. Do I believe that transgender people should have the same rights as other people? Of course, 100%. Do I believe that transgender people should be treated respectfully? Of course. You should respect their choice. And that's it. What do you want me to say? Everybody should be happy in the way that they choose. That's it. I'm not here to judge that. I'm not here to judge. If somebody wants to be transgender or wants to be that. Look, I love being a man. I love being masculine, and I want to be a man. And if I have a relationship with a woman, I want her to be very feminine. All right, I want her to be a real woman, and that's what I decide. Okay, so that's my life. If somebody in their life wants to do it different and I don't know, they want to wear skirts and still have a penis and all that stuff, like, okay, great, do whatever you want if it makes you happy. Just don't interfere with my life. I'm not going to interfere with yours if you don't interfere with mine. That's it. So my views on transgender people are really irrelevant. My view on how people should interact with each other and how they should live in a society is what matters. Okay. And as such, because I don't want people to interfere with my rights, I'm not going to interfere with anybody else's. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Besides that, I think there are Look, I guess there are more important things than somebody's sexual orientation, you know. So who cares? Who cares about that? You know? Oh, that's so humble of you. So humble. Really? You think it's so humble of me? Well, I don't know, man. What did you expect? What did you expect me to say? If I may ask. What did you think I would say? Mm, you want me right? So, okay. You said that your first teacher had you visualize every morning and it resulted in a brother gifting you a knife. What was specific technique and how long? It was the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. It was a lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram that I was using, and I was visualizing the dagger there. I thought you would judge me. Okay. What do you mean judge you? All right. Well, I thought you would judge me. Whatever. Well, even if I judge you, man, it's just my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion. Somebody else might think that's awesome. That's super cool. Yeah, do whatever you want, do whatever you like. Who cares? Who cares? Okay, what other problems do you guys have? So quartz pink. What is it? Do you feel like are you like a guy that wants to be a woman, or are you a woman that wants to be a man? My guess is, from what I can see here, you're probably a guy that wants to be a girl. Is that true? Do you believe it's still a chance that she will come back? Uh, oh, let's see. Yes, I'm male. I want to become female. Okay. Are you gonna are you gonna let them cut it off? Are you gonna let them cut your dick off for real, or are you just working with hormones? Just I don't even know why I'm asking this, but tell me. Okay, if you don't want to answer, that's fine. Whatever. Okay. All right. So let's see. King Boss. Do you believe it's there's still a chance that she's gonna come back? Let me check. Okay. Well, yes, everything. Heck, I'm even pushing for genetics. See, that's bold. That's bold. Yeah, I definitely cannot understand it, but I mean, if that's your path, I wish you the best on that path. Damn it. Okay, so I'm looking into the cards right now. What I'm seeing for this girl is this. All right, so the reason why this ended, right? The reason why this ended is uh, you both had separate lives already. Okay, so it's not that it happened all of a sudden. You had separate lives, so you were both living next to each other, but not with each other. So not the same goals, not focused on the same stuff. Also, how does she see you? How does she perceive you? That's also very important. And based on that, we can figure out if there's a chance. So how does she see you? Okay, right now she is scared of you, and that's probably also why she's not contacting. She's scared of your response. Have you been physically violent? If not, well, if you have been physically violent before, that's a problem. Okay. If not, well, that's a fear that she has of you right now. Okay. She's scared. Next, what else does she like? How does she even like see you in terms of attractiveness, or what are the memories that she has of you? Right? Okay, so even when you were together, the most enjoyable thing to her in the relationship with you was that she could use you to show other guys that they can't have her. It's basically like she was basically, it gave her an ego boost to see that other guys wanted her, but they couldn't have you. Like you couldn't have her because you were in the way. Okay, so as far as I can see, this relationship was never about you, or I mean that's how she sees you right now. I'm looking into what it is right now. It's not. I don't know if that was the same way in the past, but um, the relationship was really more about how it would look to other people. Let's see in the future. Here's what I can give you a tip on how to get her back, but I don't know if I should do this here because, look, bro, I'll leave it at this. I'm not going to give you a tip or the answer on how to get her back, if that is a possibility. Why? Because I don't want to take responsibility. Because if you fuck it up, you're going to blame me. All right? No. This is also one of the reasons why I stopped doing calls and providing that service of doing readings because people always blame you. Then you told me, Frank. You told me this. You told me that. Well, look, bro. If you don't apply what I tell you, right? That's on you, you know. Veronica, I finally stopped talking to my ex after 2 years. Everyone told me we would reunite, but he didn't show me that. Will we ever be together, or should I keep walking away? Okay, well, let's assume I say yes. What are you going to do? Let's assume I say no. What are you going to do? Um, I don't feel comfortable answering that question, to be honest. Okay, how can I bring my current relationship to the next level? Exactly. Okay. Well, I'm going to cover that in just a second, but let me go through the other questions. Yes, I'm male. I want to become female. Good for you, bro. Hmm. What's the fascination about that? Like I really want to. Yeah, I don't know if I should even ask that, but can you share with us what makes you think that way? Did you always feel like that, or did you just I don't know? Was that something that was triggered, or you know, what is it that makes you want to be a woman? I never settle for mediocrity as an acceptable standard. I want to be treated like a real woman. Okay, define that. What does it mean to be treated like a real woman? What is that? Okay, whatever. It takes too long. Can you tell me if I am being drained by other people and what to do about it? Well, I don't even have to look into the cards to know that. Yeah, of course, you're being drained by other people. Everybody's being drained by other people. What can you do about it? Take control of your own life, and you have the ability to cut off everybody who's not adding to your life, who's not adding value to your life. You know, I mean, what is power? Power is really to decide who you have to spend time with and who you don't have to spend time with, right? And that's the place that we all want to get at. Yo, Frank, I had an ex fling call me after a month of no contact. I didn't answer, just texted her. She said she was by my house and was wondering if I was home. I asked her if she wanted to hang sometime this week. She didn't reply. I ain't trying to double text. I'm trying to hit again though. Okay. Well, if you want to hit again, first of all, don't make it as important, or at least don't make it seem important. The moment you show neediness, she's gonna be turned off for sure. Okay. Also, well, I would also not directly talk about that. You know, I would call it something else. You know, I wouldn't say I want to smash. I'm trying to hit it. I would talk about you want to come over, watch a movie or something like that. And never be direct. Always be indirect. Give them plausible deniability. I didn't go there to have sex with him. I went there to watch a movie, and then it just happened. You know, that's how you have to present it. Don't be too obvious. Then create the right atmosphere. Create the right atmosphere. Don't tiptoe. Meaning, you can't make her feel as if she's what's the word? As if you're afraid of it not happening. In your mind, you should always have 20 other girls that you could call up. Okay, and of course, it's better if it's actually real. Okay, so ideally, you should talk to more than one girl at a time. Why? Because that gives you a different vibe, and she's going to pick up on that. The key word is abundance. Okay, just like people that have money, money comes to them faster and easier. Men that have or are good with women, women come to them easier and faster. Okay, so abundance is the key word. What if you had an unlimited plethora of women that you could have sex with? And well, I'll tell you what would happen. You wouldn't necessarily care about what she thinks anymore, right? If she doesn't have that card, if she doesn't have the sex. I mean, if she doesn't have that power to deny you intimacy, what else does she have on you? What does she have on you? Nothing. If you can get that from another girl, she has nothing on you. You see what I mean? This is also, by the way, the big problem that most guys have, where sex is such a scarce thing to them that she can lead them on to do pretty much anything, because these guys are so thirsty. They will do whatever they can, you know. And the funny thing is, they never get it, right? Funny thing is, they never get it. Like, ladies, how many guys are out there that are just kissing your ass, that are trying to help you with this and that? They're just, you know, yeah, just try to be nice to you for no reason. And you know that they might be interested in getting something, but I mean, you of course take advantage of them, but you would never ever think about um, actually having sex with them, because you're not turned on by these guys. But there's this one guy who just doesn't care, right? There's this one guy who doesn't do anything for you. He doesn't really do anything for you. He doesn't feel the need to do anything for you, to buy your. He doesn't feel a need to buy your favor, or to he doesn't feel a need to try to make you like him, and that makes you like him, right? Isn't that true? See what I mean? And that's the guy that, you know, he doesn't even have to do anything. You see what I mean? The funny thing is, a lot of girls do things for that guy, you know. And I'm not even bullshitting you right now, but that's the guy that I always was. Okay, I always was. I always look, when I was in school, when I was in college, when I was like in university, and then all of these things. I always had two or three girls that would kind of like take notes from me. They would bring me food. They would bring me all of that, and I would be like, um, sometimes I would be a real asshole to them. I'm not. Look, guys, I'm not telling you that this is the right way to do it. And looking back, sometimes I feel really bad for doing that, or for being such an asshole. But I was really mean to them sometimes, you know. You know, but only if they behaved badly. Only if they were bad, you know. Such as, I don't know, they said something I didn't like, or they were, um, I don't know, something. Okay, but they would drive me everywhere. They would bring me food. They would, like, yeah, do everything for me, you know. And I believe the secret of that, or why they did that, was why they liked me so much, was because I didn't give a shit. I literally couldn't give a shit, you know. And I would say things that most people would say, oh my God, if you say this, women are going to hate you. If you say that, she's going to hate you for it. Like, one example, I was in university, right? The second or third semester, right? And she would say something. One of them would say something about having a boyfriend pay for half of her contraceptives, right? She would say, well, I think that if a guy wants to have sex with me on a regular, he needs to pay half of the money for the contraceptives. And I was like, no fucking way. Why would he do that? I'm sure there's a lot of girls out there where you can do it for free, you know. And what I'm saying is, most people would say, "Oh my God, that's so offensive," or "Wow, if you tell that to a woman, she's gonna hate you," or whatever. Look, first of all, I truly believe that most guys think that women don't talk dirty about us guys. Okay, the way women talk about men. Phew, look, do you think like I think a lot of guys have the image that women are like these innocent creatures and they would never talk about sex. They don't talk dirty. They don't talk about fucking and sucking and all this other stuff. Or look, women are ruthless, man. Women are just as ruthless as guys. Okay, they're just trained better at hiding it. Okay, so you're not going to shock a woman no matter what you say. Get out of here. Okay, you think you can shock a woman by saying something nasty? She and her friends have probably not only talked about that thing, they have done it multiple times. Okay, but I mean, let me not go into that. The point is, um, well, how did I end up here? Yeah, you wanted to smash. You wanted to hit it again. Well, don't make it obvious. Act as if it's not important to you, and ideally, it shouldn't be important to you. And don't compromise. Okay, don't compromise. Does she have a boyfriend? I truly do. Look, I have fucked so many wives. You know, women that had husbands. I fucked so many girls that had boyfriends. Look, look when they're mad at him, it's gonna be such a turn on if they cheat on him with you and you're not even nice to them. If that makes sense. Okay, why? Because it's kind of like it's a way for them to get back at him in a sense, right? Look, you loser. Like in her mind, it's gonna be like you mother, you loser. You do everything, and I'm gonna cheat on you with this asshole. You know, who doesn't even give a shit about me. You know, you cry yourself to sleep, but I'm gonna fuck this motherfucker because he's such an asshole. You know, and he pulls my hair and treats me a little bit rough. He doesn't even like me. He just wants to fuck me. There you go. You see, like some weird twisted logic that's going on there. I don't know. It's probably not even logic, okay? But it's gonna turn them on if you're like, if you're the guy that the if the other guy knew that she's cheating on him with you, he would like it would kill him. Okay, and be that guy. Be that guy. If she has a boyfriend, okay, just be the guy that yeah. If he knew that she's fucking him, if he knew that, God damn it, if he knew that she is fucking you, he would fucking die. Okay, that's what's gonna get you a lot of pussy. Okay, hold on. All right. What can you tell about my relationship right now? I'm not gonna look into it. Okay. Finally, stop talking to my ex after. Okay, I read that. How can I bring my current relationship to the next level? Exactly. All right. Let's see. What's your name? Lord Wamu, Lord Cars, Lord. What's that guy's name? And then Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. Well, what's his name? King of Zamunda or something like that. Are you are you the are you the king of some remote African country? Are you the king of Wakanda? Lord Wamu, Lord Cars, Lord Izzy Deezy. All right, let's see. Wow, I have royalty watching my live streams. Not bad. Also. Okay, let me look into your relationship. Okay. What I can see here is this. Okay, your main problem right now is that you're both fixed to a location. You're both basically tied to a specific place. Makes you feel kind of. It makes you feel trapped. Here's how you can take it to the next level. First of all, what I can tell you is what you're planning right now. I know that you already have a plan to take this to the next level, which is in your mind a way to create more freedom for the both of you. I'm not going to go into specifics, even though I can see how. Don't do that. That's going to make you end up in a lot of trouble. I don't want to say what you're planning is shady, but it's definitely not a clean way of accomplishing it. That's going to get you into a lot of trouble. And when you take that path, it's not going to end well for you. Here's how you can take it to the best possible outcome. Let's look at that. Best possible outcome is this. You got to start talking about kids. Okay, that's gonna help you deal with this. I'm not telling you to knock her up. I'm telling you to start talking about that. That's what's gonna take it to the next level. Okay. King of Zamunda, yeah. Lord was Wamu, Lord Karis, Lord Ezedizi. Jonathan. Is that your real name? Jonathan. Too much hurt over a girl, not talk to her, feel very bad. Any pointers? Is that Telegram style where you just texted me? What do you mean by shady? I'm not going to go into details. You say it. I'm not going to say it. You say it. You say it. Frank is right about women. In fact, that is how I ended up in relationships. Okay, I done it because they done it to me. Okay. I've definitely took advantage of good men before. I've regretted at times. Why would you regret that? And why are those guys good men? They're fucking chumps. They deserve that treatment. Why would you feel bad about that? Nature is ruthless, okay? And these guys, look, the way they acted was based on how they saw themselves, right? It's their attitude. So it's their, I wouldn't feel bad about that. Why? If the guys don't understand that women are dangerous creatures, then it's their own fault. You know? Okay, thank you. How can I get her back? The best sex I've ever had was with a girl who Had a boyfriend and she wanted the worst that I had to offer. I'm confused though. What do you mean it'll end bad? You see, this is why I don't do these readings. Now you're gonna spend the whole fucking night thinking about what did Frank say. Oh my god, no. Look, bro. Don't take anything that I said here. It's just an opinion. Okay, it's just an opinion. Just respect the laws of the land that you're in. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Respect laws. Respect the laws of the land that you're in. Don't break the law. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. Can you tell if there's any further with the girl I'm with right now? She left after I started caring about her. Yeah, right? That's fucking funny. So what is the difference between an ex love spell or a regular love spell? The love spell with an ex is probably going to be easier than the one with a new girl. But I mean, there's no difference in the spell that you do. But it's probably going to work easier. Is there any way I can heal my ex-girlfriend? She isn't dating. Okay. Look, bro, I'm not a therapist and I'm not going to give you advice on that topic. Okay. I'm not going to take that on me. All right. Bye-bye. All right. I had fun and I'm having fun hearing your funny but wise speech. Thanks, Frank. Well, thank you. Yeah. I'm thinking of cutting off this girl I'm seeing right now. I feel that she has little to no significance to my future. What can you tell me about this? Well, if you're thinking of cutting her off, you're probably not sexually attracted to her anyways anymore. Okay? And if you're not gonna like if she doesn't have any other value in your life, why would you keep her? Yeah. So and there's so many questions. Let me go through them all one by one. Can you make a subliminal for greater focus, please? Okay. No, it's not easy speaking as a woman. I believe you. It's not easy as a guy either, you know. It's not easy as a man. Why do women like and respond the emotional roller technique? Are you talking about speed seduction? The emotional roller coaster? Why do they respond to that? The same reason why they listen to gossip so much, or why they love to gossip, or why they love romance novels, or why they love stories, or why they love to talk, period. They love to chat. And did you know what he did there? Oh my God. Did you know what he said? Oh my God, he did not say that. Because they love drama and they love emotions. That's why. Emotional stimulation. They're addicted to that. Yeah. So if you can give them emotional stimulation, that's good. Well, I mean, there's a spectrum, okay? It's not that every woman, not everyone is batshit crazy, but there's a generally speaking, women like emotional stimulation, a lot of emotional stimulation all the time, much more than guys, I would say. And that's why, as a bad boy, you're much better with women. Because, look, if you're not afraid of getting into a conflict with her, that's a thrill. Look, it's entertaining when I say these things or when I say this stuff that you wouldn't hear on another channel, or you wouldn't hear that by somebody who's like super clean and like super proper and all of that stuff, right? They wouldn't say that stuff. They would be like, treat her right, buy her flowers, and you always got to listen to your wives. You always got to listen to your girls, guy. Only strong men listen to their women, and strong men do everything to please their women. This is not exciting to women. Okay, it feeds their ego, of course. Okay, but they're gonna fuck somebody else because that other guy who doesn't give a shit, that other guy who is a little bit of an asshole, is a little bit selfish and all of that stuff. It's just sexier. It's just sexy. Why? Because there's tension there. Oh my god, what did he say? That's why most women probably enjoy what I was talking about here. Okay, and if you think about it, I was not putting women in a good light here, but they enjoyed that because it's exciting. You see what I mean? You got to be exciting. You got to give them emotional stimulation, and that's what they're gonna like. You know, about to light up a sigil tonight and start astral projecting. My goal starting at midnight. Good for you. Hey Frank, I have a very passionate vision of what I want to manifest. There's a lot I want to do and a lot of people I want to help. I feel like there's no wrong in power, but in the ones who abuse it. What are some tips for accelerating the manifestation process? Some tips on accelerating the manifestation process. How do you accelerate the manifestation process? Create a plan. I'll tell you what. Here's how most people approach something that they want to create in this world. Most people just act sporadically. Okay, they have an idea, they can work on it for 1 or 2 days, and then that's it. Okay, but if you have really big manifestations that you're planning, it will take time to accomplish these things. Look, are you familiar with the Chinese bamboo tree? There's this bamboo tree in China, and its seeds stay below the soil, below the surface of the soil for 2 years, 2 full years. Okay, but during those 2 years, you don't see anything above the surface. But within those 2 years, the roots really go deep, and they pull in, they suck in all of this water and the nutrients. Okay, in the 3rd year, this tree grows 1 inch per day, so it basically explodes. All right. So you couldn't see what was going on there, but there was something happening. The same with all big manifestations that you have, all big projects that you have. Okay, you will not see the result right away. You will have to keep energizing something for a long time. Long is a relative term, but you will have to energize it for a certain amount of time before it can take off. Okay, so the real curve is not this. You're not going to see results linearly. You see results like this, like a hockey stick. Okay, it takes off all of a sudden. It takes off, and that's how most things work in the real world. The problem is most people don't have the patience to keep energizing their vision long enough so that it manifests in the physical world. So they give up. Most people are motivated short term. But man, there was this experiment that they did with with kindergarten kids. Yeah, kindergarten kids, between the age of 4 and 6 or something like that, and they gave them a marshmallow. Okay, they gave them 1 marshmallow, and they told them, "Hey, listen, if you can wait for 20 minutes," and they didn't tell them 20 minutes, but if you can wait till I come back and you have not eaten the marshmallow, you're going to get a second one. All right. And it's funny, you can even watch it on YouTube. It's called the marshmallow test. And these kids, of course, they had a hard time resisting, right? They're going crazy, these kids, right? Like sitting in front of the marshmallow, I want to eat this, I'm going to eat this. They're like hitting themselves and like really freaking out, right? And most of those kids could not resist the temptation of eating that marshmallow. Okay, so they ate it. But a couple of kids, 2 or 3 kids, could actually resist that temptation, and they got the second marshmallow. Okay, and then 20, 30 years later, they check back with these kids, okay? And those that were able to resist the temptation, those that had the basically the self-control, were significantly more successful. They were financially more successful. They had more things going on. They were just better off overall in life. They were had better health, better diet, of course, and then they were in better shape. Like overall, their life was just way better than the ones that couldn't control themselves. You see what I mean? So the main reason why most people don't accomplish what they want to accomplish or don't manifest what they want to manifest is the discipline to keep going, to keep energizing what you have not brought into the physical world yet, you see. But the reality of things is, as when you energize something long enough, it has to come into the physical world. It just has to. All right. So you keep energizing it, you keep going. You gotta be patient. You gotta be like a pit bull that bites into something and will never fucking let go. Have you ever seen a pit bull bite into something? They will never let go. You gotta be like a pit bull. Boom. You bite into it, you never let go. And eventually, boom, it's gonna appear in the physical. But most people don't do that because they can't. I don't know. They don't have what it takes to do that. And I guess that's what it is. How can I make a pact with Perpetuo? How can you make a pact with Perpetuo? Go on my website. You can get pacts on my website. That's a service that I offer. So if you want to make a pact, I can seal that for you with Perpetuos. I can definitely do that. Well, how does a pact work? Well, you need, first of all, what you want. You gotta write it down in somewhere or another. Then you call the spirit up in a new location, and then you basically start talking to that entity. Okay, this is what I want out of the pact, and the spirit's either going to agree or not agree. Maybe he's going to add something, he's going to take something away, and then you can seal the pact. And then you have to know how to work the pact over time, right? I offer that service, and I offer everything connected to that. Okay, so I also show people how they can work the pact later on, because it takes uh, a certain ritual that you have to do on a regular basis to keep the energy of the pact moving and flowing. So if you want that, hold on. Go on my website, or is that link here? One second. Grail of the Serpent. .com. Services, pacts with spirits. There you go. Okay. Yeah. If you're interested in that, click that link in the chat that I just posted. Emotional belief. Right. Queen Raja says, "Are you the queen of Zamunda?" Just kidding. All right. Deep dive question. How would true soulmates stay together if both parties keep receiving evil eye on the connection, especially from family? This is an interracial relationship as well. Well, look, man, I think if that is a problem, or look, I don't know if you're more influenced by that, I understand that, because, or is it? Because as a girl or as a woman, maybe you're more susceptible to the influence. But look, I mean, what my parents would say about a relationship that I have is, it's like, I could give a shit. Like, I'm a grown fucking man. I mean, that's one of the biggest problems here. Like, are you with a lot of the questions that people have, the question is simply, are you an adult or not? Are you an adult? Well, then I think you should make your decisions, and I don't know. How would true soulmates stay together if both parties keep receiving evil eye on the connection? Well, I don't know. Look, I don't think any relationship is easy. And I think I promise or I believe that when you have a good relationship, most people around you will want that will want that relationship to not work. It's just a fact, It's just what it is. Why? Because if they're not happy, they don't want you to be happy either. I mean, the reason why you're with him in the first place is because you see that he's valuable enough. Okay, he has enough value for you, right? The reason why he's with you is because he is attracted to you and he thinks that he can't do better. So both of you are together because you think that you can't do better, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense. Why would you be with him? So if you are influenced by the outside world, it just means that you doubt your attraction to him or you doubt that you couldn't do better. In my opinion, it has nothing to do with it being an interracial relationship or um, your parents or whatever. I always like when people talk about that stuff. Like I'm not certain if that's the right person. Would you say the same thing if you were with insert uh, sex symbol in your mind? You know, like I think there are a lot of things in your question that don't really make sense. So either he's worth it or not. And if look, that's just what it is. You see, don't overcomplicate things. Would you ask the same question if you were to if you were in a relationship with I don't know, who's your favorite celebrity? You wouldn't give a shit what other people say at that point, would you? Right? So I'm thinking of cutting up this girl I'm seeing right now. I feel that she has little to no significance to my future. What can you tell me about this? Well, I just answered that earlier, bro. Or am I going through the same question again? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, I am going through the same question. All right. I've definitely taken advantage. I definitely took advantage of good men before. I read it at times. Okay. Thank you for your insight, though. Okay. Greetings, Megas. How are you doing? I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. Awesome talk yesterday. May I ask what deck of tarot cards you use, please? I know it's the Megas more than the cards, just curious. It's the Rider Waite Tarot deck. How can I get her back? Here's the secret to get any woman back. Okay. Get a better girl than her. One that she thinks is hotter than her. Or get rich. Get rich. Get rich is also a good way to get them back. You know, especially if they hit if they're past their prime, and that's a good way to get them back. Um, Perpetual is a perp. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's funny. My ex tried to put a love spell on me, and it didn't work. Okay. Um, How can I tell if I am in the right relationship right now? If you're asking that question, you're in the wrong relationship, my friend. Yeah. Would you say it's a love spell if a mediocre girl starts getting more attractive to you? That's a too general question, man. I don't know. I don't. What does being under a love spell feel like? Uh, you're obsessed with the person. That's what it feels like. How do I get in her head then? Man, you should have been on yesterday. I went into a beautiful. Who was on yesterday on my free Zoom call? Anybody who attended my free Zoom call? Um, dude, I gave you guys such a great love spell. Um, and if you don't want to miss out in the future, you should definitely join the Grail of the Serpent in a Circle, right? And then every Tuesday, I'm going to lecture on either money magic uh, or love spells and psychic seduction. Okay, and there's some awesome stuff that I cover there for sure. My boyfriend of 15 years is a covert narcissist. He puts spells on me, and I've experienced some shit with him that only God himself can do. What do you think? He is evil, right? I think. Look, the funny thing about these personality disorders is that like attracts like. Okay, so if you attract narcissists, the first thing that I would check is if you're not a narcissist yourself. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to mess with you here. Like all I'm saying is that that's actually the case. Honestly, narcissists attract other narcissists. So the first thing that I would check is there something in you that attracted that guy? And is he evil? I don't know. I want to hear one side of the story. I don't know. So I don't know what you did to him. So that's my honest opinion. I couldn't imagine you speaking like that. Great example as usual. Yeah. For a beginner practitioner, how long should you spend energizing your intentions in your nightly ritual until you feel that it is real? Your nightly ritual. Don't make it sound so dirty. Your nightly ritual. What are you doing there? What is your ritual about, man? Nightly ritual. Yeah. So um uh yeah, until you feel it is real, until you experience it as real internally. That's how long you should have energy there. Have you ever done archery? Oh man, what? Have you ever done archery? What do you mean? Archery like no, I've not done that. I've never done that. Maybe as a kid, I was when I was playing Cowboys and Indians or something like that. Yeah, I might have done that. But it must have been years, many years since I've done that. Why? My question is, are you asking that? Are you asking that? Have you ever done archery? Lucifuge is considered the lord of Pacts, but why don't you recommend Pacts with Lucifuge? Why do I not recommend Pacts with Lucifuge? Well, first of all, just because Lucifuge is a lord of Pacts, he's not gonna. It's not wise to do a pact with him for everything. Okay? And secondly, honestly, I think. Mm, look, I only offer pacts with angels on that page. Well, first of all, because experience has shown me that a pact with a demon is not something that most people are first of all really looking for. They think that's what they want. Okay. They think that's what they want because that sounds good. But on the other hand, they don't know what they're getting themselves into when it comes to a pact with a demon. See? So I'm responsible And that's why I don't offer that, because I don't know, most people can't deal with it. Look, most people can't even control, what's the word? If you have an unstable system, would you bring a lot of chaotic energy into that system? What good is going to come out of that? And I look, here's my recommendation. Look a little bit into the lives of the people that only and consistently work with demonic energies on a constant basis. These people are not stable, I guarantee it. You look a little bit below the surface, you will find drug addiction, you will find psychological issues, you will find fucking freaks, okay? And that is no coincidence, you see what I mean? So you need a very, very stable foundation in order to balance these other energies out, these chaotic demonic energies. All right. And then it's fine. Then you have chaos that can be dealt with, right? So creative chaos, right? But if you don't have that, if the foundation is unstable, meaning the people has a lot of energy blocks, the person has a lot of issues that they haven't dealt with, the person has a lot of bad habits, okay, and the bad influence is going to use any weakness in order to destroy you. The demon is not here to help you necessarily. It's like if you sit on a bench press, or if you try to bench a lot of weight, the weight is not necessarily the weight is the resistance. It's something that is actually trying to crush you, right? But you are strong enough to handle it, and because you're stronger than it, you can actually use it to build your strength. But what if you lie down on a bench and you start, it's your first day working out and you start bench pressing 600 pounds? It's going to crush you. It's going to destroy you, right? So there's no benefit to it, and I'm not going to take that on me to have other people destroy themselves with something that they don't even know what they're getting themselves into. They think it's cool. They think it sounds great, you know. So, but people need a lot of training to deal with that stuff, you know. Lucifuge is considered the Lord of Pacts, but why don't you recommend? I'm not even going to go into that now. Okay, so that's my answer to that question. Did my ex put a love spell on me? No. Mind blowing Zoom call. Thank you. The lectures that you already gave will be available to us through the Vault after, right? Yes. You're going to get that in the forum. Frank, I've been doing what I am supposed to do, Reiki meditation affirmations, and it seems like I've been going through obstacles. I've been going through obstacles. Is that normal, especially if you are manifesting a new reality? Look, I don't know if you're doing it right because I never taught you that. Yeah. I never initiated you into Reiki. I look, I can't really tell you if that's part of the manifestation process. Hi Frank, I just joined the chat. Any tips on how to attract my soulmate? Tinder. That's no. Hmm. Any tips on how to attract your soulmate? Well, when you're ready for it, it's gonna appear, I guess. You know. I thought you were like a hunter. That's why I asked the archery question. You look like a warrior. I know you practice martial arts. Thought you also like archery. Yeah, no, I don't do that. I like guns though. I like shooting guns. Yes, guns. So, when it comes to casting spells, a beginner will have to put more energy than a practicing black magician. Is it a case of concentration? No, it's the same amount of energy, but the practicing magician will have an easier time sending that energy towards the goal. That's the difference. Yeah. Okay. we have any? Do we have other questions, guys? Anything else you want to know? But Quartz Pink, you haven't answered my question from earlier. I really want to understand that. I don't know if I can understand it, but what makes you want to be a woman? Hey, please give us give me some some answer of substance. I'm just interested in it. Okay, why do you want to? What does it feel like to be a man that wants to be a woman? Like, what do you feel um, weird in your body? It's fun. Okay, and then what do you feel when you look at your penis? Do you feel like that's somebody else's, or do you feel like that's I don't know what to do with that thing? What does it feel like? It's fun. Is there an ideal time to do a love ritual, just like the hour of Venus? Yes, Friday in the hour of Venus. Adrian asks, "What's a basic love spell for beginners?" Man, if you weren't on that Zoom call yesterday, you messed up. Okay, so you should either wait till the next Zoom call where we're going to cover love spells again, or you should wait till the lecture from yesterday is put into the vault. What's a basic love spell? Oh yeah, okay. I feel wrong. For in your body, you feel wrong. Yeah, okay, interesting. Well, okay. Well, I wish you the best. I hope you will feel right soon. How can we send thoughts to our target? How do you send thoughts to your target? Well, have you ever been looked at from behind and you felt that somebody was looking at you? You turned around and you caught that person staring at you. Sure. What? Look, I do Tai Chi. I had a Tai Chi class today, right? And um, one of the phenomena in Tai Chi is that you will be able to throw somebody around. You will be able to move somebody very easily, but just changing how you perceive them. So let's say somebody's putting pressure against you, and in Tai Chi, you would take in that pressure. You allow that to move in. You let the energy flow through you, and then if you were to think the both of us, the two of us, and you make one step forward, you would actually make that person like um, they would fall down. Okay, it looks really funny where you just take one step without any effort and they're just pushed away. Their entire force is basically pushed back into themselves. So when you think me, I have to move now, that doesn't happen. But once you include them in your concept, that works. Okay. Another principle is when you reach with your attention, with your gi. That's what it's called. Gi. That's the force of concentration. That's Taoist terminology. Okay. When you use gi, which is basically your force of attention, and move it through your hands. You reach through your hands with your attention. Okay. So it's as if like you want to reach for something. It's like, right. And it's not in your reach, but you want to reach for it. What's going to happen is your hand is actually going to move, and it's going to your limbs are going to stretch further out than they could be stretched just by using your muscles. The point is this: attention focused on something automatically connects you to it. Okay, so a psychic link, what you were just describing, is instantaneous. As soon as you think of someone, you have a connection. Now it's just about maintaining it. When you can focus on somebody for a couple of seconds, you have a very strong psychic link. If you can focus on them for minutes, you have an amazing psychic link that you can use for all kinds of spells. You see? But creating an initial connection it's a piece of cake. All of you have a psychic link with me right now. Okay, you're paying attention to me. I can feel it. All the ladies here, you don't have to think about my dick, by the way. You don't. It's not important that you have an image of my penis in your mind right now and wonder if it might be. It's not important that you wonder if it might be the most attractive and handsome penis that you've ever seen in your life. You know? And wherever, wherever that thought of the perfect penis is stored in your energy body, in your mind, it's not important that you associate me with that from now on. Okay, don't do that. All right. And all of you guys, I dare you, don't fucking think about my dick, guys. That's disgusting. All right. My voice sounds weird as a man. Okay. Quartz Pink says, when I pee, I have a hard time cleaning my penis. Besides, I don't like hair. uh, all right. It's not all about your penis, it's about your eyes. All right. All right. I see. So you have a problem cleaning your penis. Thanks for sharing that. You don't like hair. Besides, you don't like hair. Okay. Hey, Frank, do you recommend working with all the Olympic spirits or just certain ones? I think you should work with all of them. Is it necessary to call Venus during that ritual? Nope, but it's going to help. It's going to be helpful. Adrian asks, how do I access the vaults, Grail of the Serpent.com? Bro, there's a forum that's being created right now. Once the forum is ready, you can get into the forum, and then there will be a vault with past lectures. Okay, lectures of the Zoom calls, the Zoom lectures that I do. Okay. I don't like facial hair either. As a man, I feel beta as opposed to me as a woman alpha. So you're like the guys that that are trans and then join the Women Olympics. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. Amongst men, I would have made place 10. Amongst women, I fucking kill it. I run world records and all kinds of stuff. Never mind. There was this controversy, right, where a lot of transgender athletes joined women competitions and won, you know, in fighting and wrestling and all this other stuff. No shit. Yeah, but to each their own. Look, bro, I wish you the best. Like, seriously, and I probably shouldn't even say bro. How would you prefer to be addressed? Lady or girl? Hey, Frank, do you recommend working? Yeah, I got that already. How can I make her appear back in my life? Look, whatever you visualize long enough, whatever you perceive in the invisible, in the ether, will appear. So you just have to do that long enough. From who did you learn these arts? Which arts? Dark arts or well, what arts do you mean? Magic? I had many teachers. Around 20 mentors. Really good. Yeah, 20 mentors. You know, I calculated that the other day where I was around 20 mentors that I had, 20 teachers, each of them around 25 to 30 years of experience. Okay. So around 600 years. So the combined training that I had was 600 years, the result of 600 years of applied witchcraft. Okay. That's why my shit is so dope, you know. Wild Orchid says, "Oh, Frank." Come on, bro. Don't make this hard to watch. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I get it. Well, maybe I should do classes only for the ladies, right? No, I'm just kidding. You have a hell of a lot in your eyes. Mm, really? Do I? Okay. If you say so. Um, I'm answering your questions, Frank. I get it. Lastly, my penis is very small. All right. Frank, have you heard of spiritual husband and wife? Yes, I've heard of that. Yeah, heard that. I even believe it or not, I had a mentor, a teacher. He was a shaman though. He was a shaman, and as as a shaman, he had one spirit that was very close to him, right? Uh, and that spirit, apparently, as he said, was female, and at 20 years old, he married that spirit. I'm not even kidding you. I know it's weird, but that's what he told me. I learned a lot from him, but that freaked me out. I'm like, bro, if you know magic and you can get pretty much any, if you can put, if you can if you use magic to get all kinds of girls, why would you agree to a pact like that? But yeah, he did. And when I was learning from him, I was, I think, 19 years old myself. He was 45 at that age. And look, from from what I know, I mean, from what he was telling me, um, I don't think he ever had a girlfriend. So it's very possible that he was a 45-year-old virgin. Yeah. 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 45-year-old virgin. Um, Quartz says, attract me and address me as she, lady, her, woman. Mm, okay. Hi, Frank. Do you think it's good to cast astral spells through visualization on having sex with the desired females, as it eventually that self-image manifests, right? I have experience imagining sex a lot. Experience imagining sex. That's a funny way to say that you jerk off a lot. Okay, thank you. Yes, yeah, it can help definitely. Yeah, but you know what's even better? Have her imagine that. Have her imagine that. Have her imagine that. When you talk to her, look, whatever you can get her to think about without making it too obvious without forcing her to think it, she's gonna perceive as her own images. She's gonna perceive that as her own thoughts. It's another question if she's comfortable with that or not. But if you were to tell her this, listen, a friend of mine told me that sex is the best thing that that sex is the best thing that exists in his life. Okay, and he says that there is a special person that he would like to do it all the time because that person gives him the best, um, you know, feelings in the world. And he also said, and I'm quoting him right now, you want to experience the same thing. If you were me, you would want to have sex with that special person as well. Okay, boom. Now, what you've done there is you bypassed her filter because it was not you. You see what I mean? You were quoting somebody else. You see, so that person said something, but you were saying you. Okay, so her subconscious is hear that as if you know, as if she wants to have sex with that special person. I don't know if you noticed that subtle gesture here, but when I said that special person, I was pointing towards myself. You see, so you got to get her to think about that stuff. All right, so you bypass her filter, and in her subconscious, she's now going to associate you with that guy that gives amazing sex and amazing feelings. And now you have given her a program and an objective in her subconscious mind, and now her subconscious is trying to rationalize why she would want to have sex with you because you said, "Look, if I was you, no, if you were me, you would want to have sex with that special person as well." You see, so that's how it works. So yes, you can use the visualization and the thinking about that stuff, and then trying to influence her in that way. What's even better is to get her to think about that stuff. How to join the Zoom calls? Okay, good question. You got to join the Facebook group Grail of the Serpent in a Circle. All right. When you do that, you will be joining the Empire of the Grail of the Serpent, and then every Tuesday you will have access to these live calls in Zoom. Okay. And I just put the link in the chat. Confusing. Imagine you say the wrong thing. Yeah. I don't get embarrassed, you know. I don't care. All right. Is there a way to make your Johnson bigger? uh, is there a way to make a Johnson bigger? Look, I don't even know if women like that much. I don't know. I know a lot of guys think that having a big dick is super super important. But look, I mean, there's also something like being too big, I guess. You know, how often do you go live on YouTube? I can't access your Facebook group. You can't access my Facebook group. Okay. I'm not big dicks. She's not into big dicks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not into it. I mean, yeah. What do you say, girls? Is size important when it comes to dicks? What do you girls think? I believe that too big is not good. Most women actually don't want too big of a dick. But I mean, you gotta say, what's true. An ex told me that it's actually how you use it. Okay, interesting. What are your thoughts on Cyclomancy book? Do you think its lessons are necessary? I don't know that book, Cyclomancy. I don't know what that is. First time here, but I manifested my husband 44 years ago, still going strong. Good for you, Judy. Any good ingredients to dress candles up and to bring a certain someone? I heard licorice root is good. No, how do you find these? How did you find these mentors that taught you black magic? Because there are a lot of people who don't know shit still claim to be black magicians. Well, partially they found me, partially I sought them out, you know. So that is not a general answer. But I made a live stream a long time ago, which was who is already a Soulmates, you know? And I go into that in that live stream a lot. How often do you go live? Okay, I answered that. I tried accessing, but it says link is broken. Well, I just on this call, I had a bunch of people already request access, and I admitted them into the group. So must be something about you or your computer. Having a big dick is not important if you are a good lover, but if you are not, then that's all we have to base it off of. Too big is awful. Yeah. Every vagina is different. They always say certain penises for certain vaginas. It's how you use it. Well, okay. Yeah, I believe you, but I also think that the vagina adjusts to the penis for sure. I don't have Facebook. Man, that's a problem. What about height, like under 5'8"? What do you mean by that? Oh, if that's okay, if that's important. I don't have Facebook. Confidence trumps height. Have confidence no matter your measurement in any way. Right? Could imagine a specific right? Yeah. Could imagine a specific end result really be easier to manifest if one does not give up? Is it that easy? Yeah, well, you don't have to believe me. It's okay. Did you block a user with the name Emilio Torres? I don't know. I block a lot of people. The best lover I had was with an alpha male. Had a strong spiritual energy and was small. The worst I had was big. No matter what, I never enjoyed it. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's good news for all the small dick guys here. For all the small penis guys. You see, it's not about the size. It's about it's about how you use it and be confident. Even if it's a micro penis, you got to be confident. Be confident. It's only half an inch long. Be confident, man. Be confident. Who cares? That's the best half inch in the world. Whatever. Just have a big dick energy. Okay, got it. I don't have that problem. Thanks for letting us know. Well, all right. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up now. It's getting late. So, like I said, you want to join the Grail of the Serpent Empire. Here's a Facebook group for that. Special content. The forum is being created right now. In the forum, you're gonna get, you know, more content than on YouTube, more content than on Facebook, and yeah, in the group and in the Grail of the Serpent Inner Circle, you're also gonna get access to exclusive Zoom calls. All right, for free, totally for free. And listen, okay, since I'm here, guys, please, whoever was on yesterday, just let them know what the quality of the lectures are. Okay. 1 is the worst, 10 is the best. Okay, so just type in a number between 1 and 10. Let them know what they're missing out on. Okay, 10. 10, 10, 10. Okay, thank you. So when it comes to your 10, thank you, 10, thanks. So when it comes to your decision making right now, whether you're going to join the Grail of the Serpent in a circle or not, 11, 10. Okay, you got to take this into account. Okay, so either I'm extorting these people, or I got something on those people, or I threaten them to put a curse on them if they don't put in 10 now. Okay, or the lectures that I'm doing there are actually the bomb. All right. So I mean, it's up to you. You can decide. All right. So now here's what I know: if you don't take advantage of opportunities when they're shown to you, you're guaranteed to lose. Okay, that's for sure. That's for sure. Okay, so you want to take advantage of that for sure. So must see if you don't have Facebook, make one. Exactly. 10 is always 10, always. Thanks. It's amazing. You're dumb to not join. Okay. Well, I'll let her speak for me. Thank you. And talk to you soon. Bye. Peace.